What's good, fam? This is Jobs, and you are tuned in to My Skin is My Sin.
Still, I never questioned God existence.
My bad, I always forget about that part. But this is Jobs, and you are tuned in to My Skin is My Sin, live on YouTube and Facebook. From goons to guys, we welcome everyone. We only have one rule, and that's be respectful. Shout out to you. Shout out to your family. I hope life is good for you. I hope your day was great. And if not, let's see if we can make it a little bit better. Man, that's a lot, man. And I don't know why it's so freaking hot in my crib, and I had to jump through some hoops to kind of really get this. And it's try to reload, trying to working hard to fix the YouTube for me. So I'm not sure if the YouTube is jumping off or not. And I gotta check the traps right quick. And if this is your first time checking into the show, man, we don't really talk about shit for the first 15 minutes or so anyway. I had to jump through some hoops to kind of really get this. All right, so that seems to be like we good on YouTube. I just, for whatever reason, I can't comment in the comment section. Basically, I can't make a comment. All right, so that was slightly redundant. My bad. You know what? I just needed to refresh. So we should be good across the board. Hopefully, we on Twitter too. We on Facebook. We are on YouTube as well, as you heard. And I don't know why I keep saying today. And just on one of those, I guess. And I did start a watch party. I have no. And hold on one second. What's good, fam? Hello? Bruh, what is that? What you doing? Bruh, you sound like you fixing a car. Yeah, I can hear you. That was a little better right there. What's going on with you, man? How's life?
uh, Interesting, but good.
All right, I understand that. I'm glad to hear it's good though.
Definitely good.
Yeah, that's what's up. And let me see if I can find the promo for the show. All right, and I just left this. I'm not. Like Oops is supposed to be calling up. Um, I hit him up earlier, and he was like he was down. Well, just to confirm actually. So we'll see. But I didn't tell. I told him to call up about 7:15, like usual.
All right, what's up, Buck?
You know, yo, and we was talking about that Boosie shit, right?
Yo, all right. So you heard his explanation?
Well, I heard his apology, and well, his explanation was like trash. Like
I
if
bought it. I bought it off a nigga in the mall. Like that's some regular shit, man.
no, it's not, bruh. He literally said he was aware of what he was buying, what it represented, and he bought it anyway because in my opinion, he put his own selfish need to be fresh over an institution.
I
And
mean, the shirt was fresh. It was dope.
that's not something
Dope
you should be
shirt.
wearing, bro. Like that's just not cool.
I'm I'm gonna wear what I want to wear, man. Like
No, no, actually,
niggas
that's not true, bro. That's not
niggas
true.
wear brands. Niggas wear brands that disrespect black people every fucking day. Niggas don't care about that. Niggas want to be fresh. Like, yo, I get
So
it.
wait
I
a
get it.
minute.
I get, I get
Wearing something that
it.
disrespects black people is being fresh.
Niggas do it every day. Niggas buy Tommy Hilfiger. Niggas buy all these name brand shits, all these shit, all these companies that disrespect people of color every fucking day. I don't understand what's the difference.
Well, I would say the same thing about any individual. It just he just so happens to be who we talking about. And if you aren't familiar with what happened, Boosie basically wore a Kappa Alpha Psi T-shirt. And for those of you who've been living up under a rock your whole life, or maybe I don't know, but that's a black fraternity, and the fraternities like black folks know, man. Like fraternity shit is fraternity shit. You let them wear their stuff. They earn that right to wear that stuff. They pledged. I may not agree with the fraternity. I may not agree with the pledge structure or whatnot, but they put in the work to be.
So you telling me, though, people wear bandanas of gangs every fucking day and don't be in gangs. You know what I'm saying? Like, all I'm saying is this, bro. Like, that's a double standard. Yo, niggas rock bandanas who not in gangs. You know what I'm saying? And those bandanas represent shit.
Okay, and
That means
what happened?
let me finish. Let me finish.
All right.
You trying to tell me just because these niggas did some obstacle courses, maybe some possible gay shit, and took an oath, that nigga can't wear a shirt?
Yes, that's exactly what the fuck I'm telling you. And I'm gonna tell you
what I'm saying is, so what's the difference in niggas wearing certain hats that represent gangs?
I mean, but that's a really poor excuse.
They want to be fresh.
But
no, it's not. It's the same shit.
But you gotta let me finish too. That's a poor excuse, man. Because one nigga do fuck shit, it's okay for another nigga to do fuck shit. No, bruh. And as far as the gang reference,
they call out all the fuck shit. Okay. What I'm saying is they call out all the fuck shit.
Right, but I said that though
because it was Boosie.
But I said that though. I'm like, look, like I'm saying it because he's the person that did it. But I would say this if it was Joe Blow next door. So it's not, for me, it doesn't matter that it's Boosie. It's just that he happened to do it. Now, as far as niggas wearing gang colors and gang rags, okay, yeah. What happens when those people get caught by the other gang?
Niggas get checked.
Right. Why do they get checked, bro?
You said why?
Yeah, why did they get checked?
Because they looking for certain shit. They looking, you know what I'm saying? They looking for some type of acknowledgement from within whatever it is that they do.
They have culture.
And if they have a cultural grievance.
Right.
And if that ain't right, they niggas is going to check you.
Exactly.
What I'm saying is, them niggas not going to check Boosie. Niggas was on death row. Right. Niggas not going to check Boosie. They only saying that because it's fucking Boosie, man. That's all I'm saying.
Why would
so Boosie the only nigga who wore a Kappa shirt who not a fucking Kappa? No.
You ever seen that before?
Pretty sure, man. I know.
I didn't ask you that. I didn't ask you that. Have you ever seen that before?
Seen it before.
You see, now you're lying, bro. No, you haven't.
No, I'm not. No,
you haven't, bro. You know why? Because culturally, that's their thing.
No.
And my thing is
with the man Motown Philly, my nigga.
They didn't wear Kappa shirts,
on the Kappa shirt.
No, they didn't, bro. Go look it up. Those were not Kappa shirts, bro. They would not have let that go. I just got go look that up. Go look that video up. They did not have on Kappa shirts. However, my thing is like if it had been like a gang situation where people felt like he was disrespecting some other gang, people would have been against him for doing this shit. But because it's an organization started by black men that have done a lot of good shit in the community, they can't have that same right and privilege to own it.
Crips did a lot of good shit too.
For who, bro?
I don't understand the difference.
For who? Stop. Y'all gotta stop. When, bro? When did the Crips do good shit?
I don't understand the difference.
When did the Crips do good shit, bro? We gotta stop making excuses for gangs.
It's Crips doing great shit now.
Stop it.
What
bro.
I'm saying is the organization is an organization, my nigga. Like what's the difference? It's not no different from anybody else.
Are you serious, bro? Are you really actually saying that the Crips and Kappas are basically the same thing? You really saying that?
They're both organizations that have cultural infrastructure of their own. Yes.
It is completely not the same thing, bro. It's
Why not?
Not even close. I mean, first off, I ain't never heard of no Kappas doing drive-bys.
Not all Crips do drive-bys.
Okay, bro. Like it's implied that if you're in a gang, violence is a part of the job description. No, you may not necessarily be that particular Crip doing a drive-by, but if there is something going on violently, that's part of the job.
It's organizations everywhere that's doing something positive for a community somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
All I'm saying
you're
is
not
like,
about, you're not about to
but
say that these Crips. No, bro. Crips, like they may have positive pockets, man. And ain't no disrespect to no gang member, but I'm not about to sit up here and act like they some type of pillar of the community either, bro. They not. They fucked up. They are pillars of destroying the community, and I'm just not on board with trying to make these niggas out to be saints.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that, Saints.
What you saying? You basically you're saying it's one and the same. Being a Kappa and a Crip is one and the same. It's not.
I don't know, man. They got a lot of similarities. It's differences. It's differences among them, but at the same time, it's kind of the same principle, bro.
I mean, are do they have a hierarchy structure? Yes. I mean, yes. Technically, they do have similarities. However, their whole DNA is completely different when it comes to their main activity or their main actions. And what's up, Carm Dub in the building?
Well, Carmen.
You know, so like that just to me, that's just a really just that's an unfair equivalency. You know, like typically speaking, Kappas are and I'm not in a frat, none of that shit. But they do shit for the community. They throw parties and they get chicks. That's the essence of it.
So, what was he disrespecting? I'm Boosie Badass. Wipe me down, nigga. Y'all niggas should be happy I got the shirt on.
Why? First off, he's not relevant as a rapper anymore. He's relevant
You're
as giving
crazy. You're man,
really,
listen, yo.
really. He's relevant
Yes,
as
nigga.
no. He's relevant at giving interviews, which are dope, by the way. And I fucks with Boosie. I'm a Boosie fan. But let's be honest. As a rapper, he has not been relevant for maybe a decade, bro.
You're crazy, man. Yo, come on, man.
What song Boosie got out?
Boosie just put out a mixtape. All right, Boosie's got a mixtape with Mo 3, an artist out of Dallas. So he's like Boosie's still relevant, my nigga. Boosie's still putting out music, and Boosie's got a
What's the name of the mixtape?
Called following. I Google that, but Mo 3 album is out. It's called Osama. That's featuring Boosie on there. So like and that's Boosie's artist. Boosie's definitely still relevant.
Boosie's not relevant, bro.
Yeah, you just don't, you don't listen to rap like me, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about, my nigga. You just don't listen to rap like me.
I mean, I don't listen to rap, no, but this generation ain't listening to Boosie either, bro. They're just not, man.
My generation still listen to Boosie. Like, niggas still listen to Boosie. Yo, he's got a cult following.
I mean, he does have a following. I'm not gonna lie about that.
He's got a
but
following.
he's not relevant for today's society, hip hop wise. He's just not, man.
He's got a catalog. It don't matter.
Right, but like you try to make it seem like Boosie was a good rapper, but that's he was okay, man. Like he was never, in my opinion, like
is a down south legend out of Louisiana, nigga. He's a legend.
Okay,
nigga beat like 20 bodies.
What does that have? How does that make you a dope rapper, bro?
And he can rap. What you mean? You just say he can rap.
He's an okay rapper, yes, but he's not he's a Louisiana legend that's got a few dope songs along the way. That apparently, as far as like the hustle game and whatnot, put in a lot of work.
All right, tell me this: you're in the club, "Wipe Me Down" comes on. Tell me you that nigga in the club that don't go shoulders, chest, pants, shoes, and you don't do it. I know you lying.
Again, like I say, he's got a few dope songs along the
yo.
way. How am I lying?
Everybody does that.
What am I lying about? I didn't say I don't.
All right, so you do.
Right, he's got. I mean, I also when Sir Mix-a-Lot, "Baby Got Back" comes on, I also lose my shit. Am I listening to Sir Mix-a-Lot's whole catalog? No.
Sir Mix-a-Lot was horrible.
So stop it. He was not horrible. Like, I would put Sir Mix-a-Lot and Boosie in the same level.
This nigga's so disrespectful.
I would. And actually, commercially, like it's not even
Baby Got
close.
Back is one of the most commercial songs of all time.
Right. What I'm about
It's
to
got
right.
top 5.
Yes, and that's what I'm saying. Like commercially, like Sir Mix-a-Lot made a shitload more money.
Commercially, yeah, but Boosie was an independent artist. He definitely didn't make more money than Boosie.
Yes, he did, bro. Yes, he did. Off of that one song alone. Yes.
No.
Yes, he did, bro. That is not. It's like I don't think Boosie has made millions rapping.
You're crazy.
Sir Mix-a-Lot.
This nigga was hot in the ringtone era. You know how much money niggas made? Niggas was making money then. He was hot in the ringtone era.
He was okay, bro.
No, nigga, he was hot.
Oh man, you this is such a reach, man. It is such a reach. Like I'm not gonna say he didn't have a couple of hot songs.
04, 05 to like 08,
Oh my god, man.
09, Boosie was hot and he got locked up, nigga. So you know his sales was crazy when he got out of jail, my nigga.
Man, I ain't never heard one person in the history of my life say, "Hey, put the Boosie on." Nah, how about that?
My niggas listen to Boosie, man. I'm just all I'm saying.
I know they do, man. I'm just fucking with you. Although I have never heard that. I'm not even gonna lie. I've never heard anybody say put Boosie on. Although, like I said, Boosie got a couple of joints that I fuck with. I'm not saying that Boosie is trash. I'm not. But y'all be trying to make it seem like this dude was bigger than he ever was, and somehow is still as big as he used to be. Neither, he's just not as big as you trying to make him seem like he ever was, and he definitely ain't hip hop wise as relevant as he used to be.
Yeah, he's got a hit. That's it. That's all you matter. That's all that matters in the music industry. He has a hit, my nigga. Everybody goes crazy when "Wipe Me Down" comes on.
Man, so that makes you great? Like, there's a lot of people with one hit. Does that make them great?
Depending on the song, yeah.
Oh, and you get to decide which one hit wonder makes that particular person great. Just you, huh?
Nah, I'm just saying, like, if it's a whack song, it's a whack. Like, it's some whack songs that's been #1 hits.
Then it's not whack. It's just whack to you. Because clearly, if it's a #1 hit, it may be whack to you, but clearly you are in the minority on that opinion, or else it would not be a #1 hit.
I just don't buy music like that. So, like, I think Drake is okay. Like, niggas think Drake is like Jay-Z or some shit. Like,
we've had this conversation, bro. He is the GOAT, and at some point, y'all gonna start giving that nigga
is
respect.
Lionel Richie.
He
like,
might
are you
be
serious?
So what?
Man, come on, yo. He just ripped the UK culture. Like, that's all he did.
Okay. Like,
no, you okay with that though? He swagger jacked the whole culture, like, and then just brought it over here and made some shit from it.
Man,
and you would tell us this nigga is the GOAT?
Who did? Like, I've seen, like, what was dude like Mims? This is why it's hot. That was a fire joint. But you know who he swagger jacked the whole song? That was a fire joint.
It was okay. It was okay.
Boosie running around with tons of kids. He should marry a good woman and stop making women baby mamas.
So they can get half? Hell no.
I'm not gonna go there because me personally, like, you don't have to be married to be a good parent.
Facts.
Like, so.
Boy, son got a Jaguar.
That doesn't make you a good parent, bro.
His kids live with him. Like, that nigga shows his family. Like, he's a.
Well, that's different.
Yo, he's got a social media following, everything, yo. Like, he's real open with his life.
Okay, like, that's different. Like, but to say that his kid got a Jaguar, like, that's like, it's a lot of fucked up people with money. However, like, I've seen some of the posts and I see how he get down with his kids. I respect that completely. And for the record, I will say that I respect it because he apologized today. He went on Instagram. And he apologized for wearing the shirt, said he wasn't going to do it anymore. He also said, and I was going to play the video tomorrow, but since we got to talking about it, and Ooops did hit me up and said he was going to call in, but so I'm just waiting on him to call up.
That's a bet.
Yeah. But, and he was just pretty much like, I didn't know that they were dancing to my song. You know, that's pretty dope. Y'all do me a favor and teach me what the dance that y'all do to the song. So the way he handled it was like some real shit. I respected the fact that he was able to be like, okay, you know what? Yeah, I get what they're saying. My bad. I did not realize, even though initially he was like, I know what it meant, and basically I'm Boosie, nigga. But for whatever reason, he changed, and even his whole body language was apologetic. You know, so respect to that man for doing that. Um, what I did have a problem with, since we're talking about him, like I was watching part of the Vlad interview with him, and Vlad was asking him about reparations, and you know what his response was? What's that?
What's up?
And hold on one second. Let me call Oops.
All right.
But I was saying that Boosie had no idea what reparations were.
Oh man, that nigga probably dropped out in like 7th grade, my nigga.
Wow,
He
man,
still.
you sure got a lot of excuses. Hold on one second. And hold on one second. I think we got Oops on the line, bro. You there?
Yeah, man.
Not you. I'm trying to make sure we got Oops on the line.
Okay. All right, now because I couldn't hear them for a quick minute.
Oh damn! I think he hung up. All right, hold on. I tell you one thing though, I'm glad I did get this ability to call out
Yeah.
because that actually helps. Oops, you there, bro? How you doing, King? Nothing much, man. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can add my co-host to the call if you don't mind. All right. All right. Oops, you still there? All right. Rome, you in the house? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, there we good. All right, man. And definitely want to thank Oops for joining the conversation, man. How you doing? How's your family?
Everybody good, bro. Everybody real good.
All right, hold on one second. Hey, Rome, bruh, you really got some background noise over there. All right,
Yo, you said well, like I'm in the basement, bro.
all right. Yeah, that sounded a lot better, you know. And my apologies for our technical difficulties, but I'm sure you're familiar with Skype and how that get down sometime.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Nah, it ain't y'all fault.
All right, that's what's up, man. Oops, we got Oops in the building, also known as Bruce Frank Jr. You know, damn, where do we start, bro? Like, what are you more known as? Like, what do people recognize you more as, Oops or Bruce?
Oh man, it's about even now. It's
Uh,
about even now.
hmm. Which one do you prefer?
Both. They both me. So it really don't matter to me. You don't get one without the other one.
I feel you on that one. Give me one second, man. I'm over here sweating like a pig in the chop house. Don't ask me why. Um, but man, you've done a million interviews. You got a gazillion views, battle rap wise, state representative. Uh, and what are you like, 35?
Yep, just turned 35.
All right, so Oops got another, let's say, 60 years on the planet. What's those gonna look like? What when they it's all said and done, and they doing the bio on Bruce Franks Jr. What will you be most proud of?
Um, Man, that's a loaded question. I say, I think what I'll be most proud of is the fact that I'll be known as somebody who was unapologetic in everything that they did, who stood up in everything from standing up in the streets, from politics not being bought, not being, swayed, and even into battle rap of staying true to who I was, keeping my integrity intact, and fusing together communities that aren't normally, you know what I'm saying? They don't normally kind of mesh. So you take the battle rap world along with the political world, along with the activist world, and I found a way to kind of tie all three of those in to ignite and empower more people. So hopefully that's what people remember.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
I guess if somebody asked me, like the most impressive thing I saw was you and your son in the clip for the documentary when y'all was sitting on the porch,
Yep.
and like as a parent, and like I'm old, my kid's grown, so I've been through the process. But man, it made me remember sitting on the porch with my kids, and it don't get no better than that, bruh.
Facts.
And
Yeah.
and what was he going on, like 5 years old, if I remember correctly? That's like the perfect fucking age, bruh.
Mhm.
And then to see him on the front lines with you and so active, that shit almost brought tears to my eyes, bro. I'm not even gonna front on you.
Yeah, it's so wild because in this particular documentary, it really highlights the relationship with my son. And but like those who know me and those who follow me, they know I got 4 daughters as well. And so my oldest daughter is 15. She about to be 16 in March. And when Michael Brown was killed, like she was in the streets. Like she was speaking. She was public speaking about young people dying at the hands of police and young black women dying at the hands of police at 9 years old. You know what I'm saying? 10 years old, 11 years old. And as well as my daughter Brooke, she was out there. It was a picture in the Times Times magazine where it was us holding protest signs. So it's like my kids. It's like I never forced it on them. I just they kind of adapted to just what their daddy was doing. But once it was time to have those conversations, like I didn't shy away from. I didn't try to keep their innocence. I didn't let that innocence waver me from giving them the truth about what's going on and what they're gonna have to deal with. Even starting now. And so I think the documentary is really like the icing. I don't want to say the icing on the cake because it definitely ain't the end, but it just brings everything full circle. Especially with my son being, my only boy, young black man, and that real conversation that fathers have to have with they kids is especially their sons. So yeah, that was one. Seeing that on camera. Like I watched it probably a million times, and I tear up every time I see it.
I can understand that, man, because I like I say, I was over here with the thug lump in my throat, man. Like, let me turn this off for a second, But we need more images of that.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome.
I was checking out the Roland Martin interview you did. I don't know if it was like a panel. And what was Miss Malvo was on there too. But I was.
Oh yeah, that was fire.
That was a really dope interview, and shout out to Roland Martin for that one. But you got to talking about mental health. And I read some of the comments too. I don't know if you do that, but man, the love that people were showing for you bringing up that topic was phenomenal.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
cause I didn't have some issues too, man, and it's like my grandmother. She really struggled with some mental health issues, and that's always been a fear of mine, is that I would be the one that would have those same issues. But as a man, I never really felt comfortable enough about talking about it until I met my wife. When you decided that you no longer wanted to be a state representative, what were those conversations like with your inner circle?
It was a little different because I didn't really too much talk to my circle about it. Like I didn't at the time while I was making a decision. I actually almost I felt as if I didn't really have an inner circle.
Okay.
By this time I had a divorce. I basically was starting over, starting life over. And so I was still in a real dark place, and so I was still introverted and to myself and just trying to figure it out. But I did talk to my uncle. I got an uncle that's close to me, my uncle Rodney. I talked to him, and then I eventually talked to my ex-wife, who's the mother of my children. Two of my children, who we still got a really good relationship. And so,
That's dope.
it was just, I don't know. It got to this point where I had to make a decision. Was it gonna be me doing this until it kills me, or was I gonna take the step back and revamp and get my life together and get my mental health together, so that I can continue to work no matter what it is I'm doing, whether it's inside of politics or outside.
My bad.
And so yeah, it's all good. Just that was the fight in my head, and that was the conversation. And at first, many people was like, "Oh, don't leave," and blah blah blah. But then once they understood why, most of the folks was like, "You know what? You matter, right?" So that's really all that matters. So as long as you taking this road to heal, then we respect it. And it's one of the hardest decisions I had to make because I loved what I do. Although it was hard, it was rough. I got drugged through the mud. I got lied on. I got all this shit that happened, all the stuff that happened. Like I wouldn't change it for the world because I was fighting for my people and I did it effectively.
I feel you on that one. Yeah, we can still hear that too. I'm not sure if that's you Rome or Oops, but we could definitely hear like
Nah,
it's like
yeah,
like you floating down the river or some shit.
yeah. I'm not moving at all. So
Oh, okay. Yeah, I try to, just want to make sure that the replay is as crisp as possible. And we are live streaming on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, so you can always check that out. But it do seem like your pen game has gotten better since you just, you quit being a representative. I'm not gonna front. Is it just me, or have you noticed that too?
no, it hasn't gotten better. It's just people finally starting to pay attention. I feel like when I battle one of my best battles and one of my best performances and one of my best show of my pen was versus XL.
I ain't see that
Me
one.
and X, oh, me and XL got me and XL got us. We got a slept on flag.
I saw that battle. That battle was good. That was a good battle.
Oh yeah, that's bro phone doing that, bro.
Yeah, it's bad, like, bro, like it's messing up bad.
Hold on, man.
Yeah. I did see the daylight battle though. That's, oh my god.
See, and that daylight battle was 2015,
That daylight
right? So,
battle, like,
so that's the daylight battle was dope, and it's always gonna be forever etched in its history for me, because that's just what everybody cling on, and it was great, it was amazing. But as far as like my show of what I can do with my pen, I think XL was that step, and XL, because XL is a writer, and XL came in there and he didn't play. And so, we went back and forth. And that was my first battle while in office. I battled him while I was in office. I battled a guy from St. Louis named Tone while I was in office. I battled Big T while I was in office. My battle Active while I was in office. So, like, I had battles. But I think the difference is when I left office, everything came full circle. Not just my pen, but my performance, my projection, my rhythm, like everything was just hitting. And so now I feel like 2019 was my best year in battle rap. And if you look at the way I ended it, I went from Emerson Kennedy to B Dot to Villain in London, and back home, back to St. Louis to battle Twerk. And every single opponent except for Villain, EK, B Dot, and Twerk, they went crazy. They did their thing. They didn't come to play.
EK is hard to listen to though, bro. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely acquired taste. I like him a lot actually, but I definitely see where people can get thrown off. But dude definitely got a crazy pen.
His pen is crazy.
I will agree with that because
That's crazy.
I watched that one probably yesterday, and then I think I watched it a little bit like Saturday too. His pen is crazy, but it was just.
He is an acquired taste.
Yeah.
He is the acquired taste. He's like a great value chiller, almost.
I was gonna say a lower tier XL. Cause that was the tag on XL for a long time too, though. Great pen, performance in.
Yeah, XL fire though.
Yeah, he's gotten a lot better.
Fire, yeah.
Yes, he has
XL
gotten
fire. XL got a lot better, and XL was already good to me. He really just unfortunate circumstances with him.
Mm-hmm.
As far as just like just how battle rap politics is. Battle rap politics so fucked up. So I don't know. But yeah, XL fire.
So which politics is worse though? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ron.
Nah, like speaking of like politics, like the way battle rap is going right now, it's literally like some wrestling shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you talk about the politics, like you can see certain shit coming now. You know what I mean? Like everybody's clicked up. You got dudes who was already fire that sound like the newest hottest dude out now all of a sudden. You know what I mean? Certain people do want to battle each other because y'all smoke weed together or something. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it's somewhat robbing the culture of what it was in the early days with in the DVD era, because my relationship with battle rap, I've been there since the DVD era. You know what I mean? Probably before that, I've been following everything. You know what I'm saying?
So I want to push back on a few things that you said, because clicking up is our way of getting to the money, for one.
Okay.
Because the way politics and battle rap goes, sometimes you have cats who are higher up, and then they got cats in their crew, which I really credit Twerk with a lot of this too. Is like Twerk fought for a lot of his guys. You know what I'm saying? The Goonies, to get on certain stages and get on. And you don't know where that would have been without him. And not saying they only needed him to make it because they talented, but that might have been a push. And it was the same way with me with Writer's Block. When I was at Writer's Block, I was, if we want to really be truthful, like I was at the bottom of the totem pole. Like I had all these amazing cats on top of me, as far as like cats who had this talent, who could, who punch. I had B Magic, Rum Nitty, Chiller, Big Cannon, Chef Trez, JC, Danger Zone. I mean, we had a, Daylight. We had the best squad, and we had the best squad to ever touch the face of battle rap.
Facts. Not even close either.
That's facts.
It's not. Yeah, it ain't even. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all, as y'all know me, I'm real humble, but that's not even up for debate, right? That's just facts. And so, like, the way we were able to get to the money then, and we battled each other. That was the different thing.
That's what separated y'all.
But there are people in Writer's Block that I would never battle. I would never battle Big Cannon. I would never battle Magic, right? You probably would never see me and Chilla battle. And it's because we built something, like, this was bigger than battle rap for us. Like, you talking about cats who was at our kids', birthdays, and when our loved ones died, we going to funerals, and you know what I'm saying? Like, they coming into my mama house. And so it's way, and I could say that about the Goonies too. Like, they really rock with each other. And I would rather see black men rock with each other than sell it out for a battle and possibly say some shit on stage that could possibly damage their relationship. You know what I'm saying? Because like when battle rap gone, these relationships we still gonna have, because nobody's gonna battle rap forever. Especially when your subject matter is gun bar. Like, people not gonna want to hear you at 40 years old. It ain't too many cats that can pull the head ice, that can pull the sway. You know what I'm saying? That can do that. And so, like, nobody wants to hear that at a certain extent. And I will say, there was no lucrative longevity as far as making this sustainable back in the DVD era.
Mm-hmm.
If we would have stayed in that realm of the DVD era, let's pop up, let's battle, we film it, we sell a bunch of DVDs. Yeah, the person selling the DVDs getting paid.
But that's it.
But the artist ain't getting paid.
Artist ain't getting paid.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it had to turn into this entertainment form of wrestling. Because when you look at wrestling back then, we loved wrestling back then when it was a little more authentic. But on the same hand, those wrestlers didn't make what they make today. They wasn't able to get the endorsements and do a lot of the things that they did today. And that's what put money in those wrestlers' pockets. So I think it's a balance that needs to happen with battle rap. But I don't place that blame on battle rappers. Because I hear when people say, you know, oh, well, we would like to see Ooops versus Loso, but they horsemen. Like, nah, it ain't gonna happen. You're not gonna see me versus Saga. You're not gonna see me versus A-Ward, no matter how good of a battle that looked. And I kind of regret taking the battle with B-Dot, although it was a fire battle. But I didn't, you know, we didn't really want to give them that, but we gave it to them, you know, and it turned out to be great. But
so why'd you battle Daylight then, though?
See, me and Daylight wasn't as cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like we were, you know, we were good. Don't get me wrong. Daylight was my cat. But Daylight came to me and was like, you know, once the match got brought up, Daylight was like, I'll give you this shot. That was a shot for me. That was huge. You know, I didn't have a battle of that magnitude except for O-Red. So view wise, this was my biggest battle ever. Daylight Daylight coming here with tens of millions of views.
Yeah.
So you know, it was a win-win for us, because it showed the culture that, you know what, Daylight, not only is he not ducking smoke, not only is he not playing the diva role, but he came in there, and this is arguably, and I say it, you know, I'm willing to bet everything in my bank account, this was the best Daylight you ever seen.
Facts.
Top to bottom.
Mm-hmm.
For first round through the third round, no bullshit, no
antics, nothing.
No antics, no. You talking about bars, and then had a fire third round,
nigga.
Our third rounds are in battle rap history.
Facts.
Our third rounds are battle rap. You can't. I don't care what nobody got to say. You could argue our third rounds with Lux. You could argue our third rounds with Verb. You could argue our third rounds with that. Period. Now, however you place them is, you know, as well. I'm cool, but if you don't put us in the top 5 as third rounds in battle rap history, I mean, I don't know what you're watching.
Yeah.
And so I think that where battle rap is now, I don't think battle rap is in a bad place. I think battle rap is in a hazardous place because of battle rap politics. You got leagues beefing with leagues. You got leagues that don't want certain people on they platform, and they don't want to deal with this and they don't want to deal with that. Like, it's enough money for all us to eat. You're talking about 50 states. You're talking about 50 states full of battle rappers. You're talking about battle rappers across the entire world. Battle fans across the entire world. You have you have like 4 platforms that have over 1 million subscribers on their YouTube channel. What happens when all those battle leagues start working together?
Man.
Because those subscribers, all those subscribers aren't the same subscribers. Mm-hmm. You might have 30 to 40% of the same subscribers, and you know what I'm saying? The rest of the subscribers are people that like that particular platform. You can't mix you can't say that KOTD crowd and Smack crowds are the same crowd.
No, they are not.
You can't do it. They're not the same, right? But what happens when those two work together to get some shit done? What happens when Smack them or RBE, whoever has the issue? RB is the crib. Adam is my brother. Period. That'll never change. But what happens when all these leagues, if that's the case, start saying, you know what, it's enough money for all us to make. Like, it ain't no competition.
Like, why we can't have a World Series of battle rap once a year?
Man, do you know
that would be fire?
You know how big that would be?
Just fucking.
That would be fucking huge.
You take the biggest artists from the biggest platforms, and then you add in our UK battle rappers. You add in Shoddy Horror, right? You bring Shoddy over here. You bring Raptor over here. You bring Unanimous over here.
Shit, why you fucking around, man? What's the dude name from Russia?
Oxymoron.
That guy.
No, absolutely. You got to bring all them. You got to bring Tony D. You got to bring everybody, right? Bring everybody to the fold. Take the top 5, the top 6 off each platform, whatever you want to do, right? But what happens is that generates so much money if it's done right.
Yeah,
like you talking about a national, like it's so much money to be made in and I come in with a different sense. I'm not knocking no battle rapper because battle rappers have their own sense of business and some of them are better than others. I came into this game with a business sense. You talking about a business owner. We talking about I owned a Allstate insurance company, tax company, online print company. Like I came in with this business sense. I know return on investment. I know marketing. I know all of these different things. Man, battle rap, we could take this shit to the moon if we remove the politics. It's so many politics. Why haven't I been on Smack?
That's a good question.
Facts.
Why haven't I been on Smack?
Right.
That's $1 million question that's been bubbling these last 2 months. And people could say, "Oh, it's because of how they feel about ARP. It's because how they feel about RBE." Somebody came and told me, "Well, Adam ain't ARP ain't gonna let you battle." I said, for one, 2 things. You're not gonna cause that type of division with us because that's not even how we communicate, and that ain't how our relationship works. Right? Like that's my brother, and one thing he understands is me getting to the money, and not one time have he came and told me, "Oh, don't go over there and rap. Don't go over to that platform." Right. Or if you go over there, I ain't gonna book you over here. He ain't never said none of that. Right? So we can throw that out the way. So if I got 1 million views,
do you feel like I'm sorry.
If I got 1 million views a day, if I got this resume, if I got all these different things, like, and I come to the Smack events. Like, I show up. I fly to the events. I ain't even on the card. I go to support the culture. I go to support, my fellow artists, right? Because I'm really connected with these cats. So I'm going to show love. I want to come kick it with the fans. I want to walk through the crowd and buy drinks and drink and chill and let them know, all battle rappers ain't Hollywood. We ain't all, you know what I'm saying? We down to earth. And so I come to these events, and what the fans ask me as soon as I walk in? "Oh, we need one of your third rounds on that Smack. When you gonna get on that Smack stage?" And I always point it, man, look, y'all gotta go talk to them, tweet them, talk to them, email them, whatever it is.
So when you walk in the building at a Smack event, Smack don't say nothing to you, ain't no love, no nothing?
No, it's, you know what, it is love. Smack, one thing I'll say, Smack and Beasley ain't, especially because me and Beasley talk a little more, but it's always love. It's always a what's up. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
it ain't I've been on stage. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna even sit here in front. It ain't no, it's never no beef towards me that I see, unless it's something
residual shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It ain't no. It definitely ain't like that.
Okay.
But it's always a, it's always a what's up and a genuine. Oh man, Beasley always said, "Man, I appreciate you for coming. I appreciate you." Blah blah blah. Cool. I ain't got no hard feelings or nothing, because whether I ever hit that stage or don't, I'm gonna continue doing what I'm doing, and I made it to this point without that, and I hope that ain't the reason why. I hope that ain't the reason why I ain't on the stage though.
You know what?
It's because I didn't need that. That wouldn't be okay.
RBE at some point just gonna have to come with a bag and publicly say, "Look, I got 50 stacks on X versus Y from URL or some shit like that. You know, and
That
I think
would be fire though.
that would actually be fire. And I think that's how you get the World Series jumping off. Is that you say, okay, each prospective league got to put up X amount of dollars. And once sponsors see, let's see, you got 10 leagues willing to put up $25,000 a piece. Right, that alone right there is a phenomenal fucking event with $250,000. But now you got sponsors looking at this like, okay, like they done made this shit huge. Now we need to be involved with this. So now that $250,000 turns into prize money because now the sponsors is taking care of that.
Man.
You know, and that's free. Yeah. Smack, if you listening, that was free, bro. But call me.
That was a free plan.
Right.
Look, you know what's wild though? This is what I look at. Now, I bought a lot of people to battle rap that never knew anything about battle rap just because of politics and activism. When I was in politics, I was traveling, I was, all these different things. I bought folks to battle rap, and they're like, oh, what's this thing you do? Let me check this out. I'm bringing views, I'm bringing cats buying pay-per-view, so on and so forth. So they do a documentary on me. Mm-hmm. The documentary wins all these film festivals. It gets picked up by MTV. It's going to go out worldwide on MTV, every MTV network, as well as Al Jazeera online, which is tens of millions of followers.
Facts.
Right? A third of my documentary, because it's a short, a third of the documentary is about battle rap. It has me talking about battle rap. It has me talking about my preparation. It has me talking about the relationship between battle rap and politics. Then it actually shows me battle rapping. It shows my opponent saying something. It shows me coming back at him. What happens? What's the first thing the world, when this is a world premiere, right? Mm-hmm. When the world say, hey, let's just make up a date, right? Let's say May 2nd. They say May 2nd, St. Louis Superman dropping on MTV, award-winning documentary, blah, 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 right? Mm-hmm. And it dropped worldwide. When people watch that battle, when people watch that film and then they see that battle scene, what's the first thing they gonna do?
Go look at your video. Yep.
Go to YouTube. Type in Bruce Franks battle rapper. And what's gonna pop up? Oops. And so all of them views on them channels
wow.
finna get crazy. They finna get crazy.
That's crazy.
And see that just the move that RBE. This is his time right now. As soon as that drop.
Oh
yeah,
absolutely. Because what they gonna see when they go on there? They gonna see Oops first. They gonna see Oops smoking Craig Lamar. They gonna see yeah. I you know what? That's the only battle I really talk crazy about because so many people had me losing to Craig because they said that he punched too much. He's gonna punch my lights out. Yeah, haymaker. So they gonna see me smoking Craig Lamar. I'm talking about like with his boots. He was looking for his boots and they was right next to him. Like that's what they gonna see.
Talk that shit, Oops.
They gonna see EK. They gonna see B-Dot gonna be dropped by then. They gonna see Twerk drop by then. They gonna be like, oh man. And then what's the one thing that everybody gonna direct them to? Oh, you haven't seen Oops versus Daylight. Right. So now that 1 million is now 2 million. But the caveat, I ain't even gave y'all the caveat, bro. We on the short list for the Oscars.
Are you serious?
Wow.
This Monday, bruh. Out of 1,000 documentaries, we made it to the final, the top 10 for the Oscar shortlist. Monday this Monday coming up, they are announcing the Oscar nominated categories for February. Who's going to the Oscars? Who's gonna sit there in their black suits or whatever they wearing for the Oscars? And we are up for the running. So what happens if Monday, God willing, fingers and feet crossed, they say St. Louis Superman is nominated for an Oscar?
Oh my God.
That would be fire.
That will be fire.
That would be so fire. But what is it going to do for battle rap?
Man, and while we on that, man, too, I gotta say thank you too, bro, because you the first motherfucker like that was like I remember when when we first started out and I wanted to send you a T-shirt and he was like, okay, I wear it in my next battle.
And I wore it versus Suge.
You sure did. I felt so horrible too, bro, because I was like, I'm like, oh man, come on, man. I made it crooked a little bit. I wasn't as on top of my game as I do.
Hey, look, and I was, and I so look, I felt bad. I felt bad because I was sick. I had just left Aspen, Colorado, and the altitude messed me up. I get to Jersey, I'm throwing up. I'm talking about soon as I touch down, I go straight to the venue, and they like, oh, you next. I'm like, oh, man. You see, look, my hair wasn't cut. So I was up there. My voice was raggedy. I ain't had no energy, nothing. So I got the shirt on. I'm like, oh, man, I was supposed to kill Suge. What I had was supposed to smoke Suge. But, I still had a crazy third round. So, it all happened for a reason.
Right, I did. I like one of somebody commented. I set you up. I did feel bad. I'm like, damn. I don't want to get nobody. I don't want nobody else rapping in this shit because I don't want to be. I don't want to be the brand that gives niggas an L. Like I don't want that to happen. I didn't know all that other shit though. Like,
oh no, it was
Al Capone.
Because I had. Oh no, that's the ultimate. Hey, look, Al Capone. When I battled EK, Al Capone was like, hey, I'm sponsoring. I say, bro, man, I've been on a cool streak this year. I ain't been choking, man. I'm not finna put that on, dog. my first battle back in the A on RB in this new venue. You think I'm finna put that motherfucker on it? Nah, bro, I'm cool.
All right.
I'm straight.
Yo, Al Capone.
I don't even smoke.
Niggas was getting smoked in them Al Capone fists, yo. I forgot. Wasn't it Geechee? Was it Geechee who broke that shit?
Yeah, I think it was Rum that broke it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think you're right. You're right.
I think it was, but Rum and Geechee the only ones I ever seen win with.
Right, with it on. Yo, everybody else who be wearing Al Capone shit be getting smoked, bro. Like, I don't know what the fuck is.
I felt bad when he opened the bag. I said, you would have thought he had some black magic in that. I'm cool. Bro, I'm cool. I don't even want a towel. I'm cool.
Yeah, man.
Give me a shoestring.
Oh my god, man.
Yeah, it's bad for niggas.
Oh my goodness, man.
I'm not here putting that bad luck shit on. No. I wouldn't let a nigga stand behind me with it on. Go over there, man.
Hey, you know what that remind me of? Have y'all seen them? Y'all seen the Bronx Tale.
Oh hell yeah.
When he put the nigga in the bathroom, right? Go get the fucking bathroom. Especially the last dude, he like, man, I'm not gonna fit. He's like, get in the fucking bathroom. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, man.
No.
Oh my goodness. And like, oh my, Rum Nitty, bro, like that nigga is.
Rum Nitty is an alien, man.
I was just about to say that he's not from here, bro.
Nah, Rum Nitty is an alien. Rum say shit. So you know what? You know who I blame for that though? I blame B Magic.
I can see that.
Yo,
remember when Magic? Everybody know Magic, my brother. Like brother. We 15, 20 years in this before Battle Rap. And so Magic used to say shit and you'd be like, nigga, how did you think of? And I'm damn sure not saying Nitty, you know what I'm saying, Nitty biting off Magic or no shit like that. I'm just saying, like, when you talk about the evolution of punches, like, you start somewhere and then you build on it, right?
Yep.
When Rum battled Nitty, when Nitty battled Magic, I'm standing right behind Magic. Now I'm trying to give Rum all the stale faces. Like I don't care how hard your punches is, man. Like I don't care. Like, this is my brother. I don't care about none of that. Well, I ain't finna break a smile or nothing. Man, when I say about a third round and Magic was going. To me. I still think Magic won 2-1 in a really good battle.
Mm-hmm.
But by the third round, I was like, oh, whoever that nigga right there is nice. Period. Nice. Like
It is crazy.
You can't even. And he took the punching, but he took the punching to a different level. He was like, I bet I could do this. Or hold on, I could do this. I could make these words sound like this. Oh, that's
Right.
crazy. And then you think about Twerk. Twerk got that in him now.
Facts.
You know, when Twerk got that the cis shit, the Cicero shit he said to Cicero, whatever that boy was, man, tuberculosis, man, that shit is crazy. But you think about it, it was like you heard Rum just putting shit together, and man, I say, man, this is crazy, man. I don't.
And see, I look at Rum more honestly, even though Chilla was like the scheme master. I look at Rum as more like a hybrid of like Magic and Chilla, and I look at like Av to me is more like Magic 3.0. Like when Av is in his bag.
Oh, Av's a problem. I'm gonna kick Av ass this year though. But yeah, Av fire.
Man,
Av is amazing. Don't get it twisted. Like I just figured out the blueprint on these niggas. That's all it is. But Av is amazing.
And I think it's harder to like with Av and B Magic, they make the absolute simplest bars that be so it's like simple shit that you walk past every day and never notice it. And this nigga that made a bar out the shit.
Man, the 40 make a levitate. I put a couple in his top like a wedding cake.
Oh, my goodness.
Yo, Magic. Niggas not fucking with Magic in his prime, though. I think Magic's the best puncher of all time in his prime, yo. Like, look, niggas not fucking with Magic, man.
Hey, look, when I say this, if anybody got a problem with it that's listening or ever heard me say this, they can fight me. Check this out. There was a time when Magic was holding the URL up.
That's a fact.
If you think from Magic and Chilla to Magic and Clips, Magic beat Clips, Magic beat the shit out of DNA.
Facts.
Like he smoked DNA. Period. Like ain't nobody never beat DNA like that. That might be the reason why DNA started saying, you know what, I'm gonna dress a little better. I'm finna start smoking these niggas, man. Cause I'm telling you, like Magic just beat the hell out of him. Magic go beat Khan. They didn't think he could beat Khan. He went and beat Khan. Even when the small room had nice battles with cats like Trez and cats like Ty Law. Like you talking about who was just, all right, whoever y'all give me, I'm good. Let's go.
Yeah.
Magic and Ty Law was fire.
Yeah.
Fire ass battle.
Ty Law was fire.
Ty Law is fire though, man. Like very underrated nigga.
Ty Law acquired taste too.
He acquired his because I can't watch Ty Law all the time, and I like Ty. Ty is still a good dude. Like we actually get along, but I think his punches is fire. But yeah, it's just I don't know. Yeah,
he got revamped it like Chilla did his. Like Chilla's fucking fire right now, yo. Like I feel bad for niggas next nigga got battle Chilla. I feel bad for it, man. Chilla in the small room is scary, bro. Yeah, is it Twerk?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I just feel uncomfortable saying that dude's name, man. I just can't. Like I guess that's the old head in me, bro. But that just makes me uncomfortable. I don't.
Nah, nigga, Twerk's fire, my nigga. Like Twerk's fire, man.
I just
like,
pause, man. That's just uncomfortable.
Come on.
Hey, look. One thing about Twerk though is, man, look, when he owned.
Oh my god, yeah.
Listen,
he's unstoppable.
when I battled Twerk in St. Louis, I just bowed him December 29th.
Mm-hmm.
Twerk went first. He lost the coin toss. I let him go first. When I say that man came out trying to kill me, I'm talking about was out the gate landing. Bing, bing, bing. And we in St. Louis, and St. Louis love me, but St. Louis ain't biased neither.
Mm-hmm.
Man, they going crazy. I mean, he landed haymaker, bow. Punch, 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 haymaker, bow. I was like, oh, yeah, this the twerk I was waiting to see. Now, fortunately, I had some shit for him, so it worked out well. But, man, twerk dangerous, man.
I mean, you low key starting to be one of them niggas that bring out the best in niggas.
Man, listen, bro. You know what? Y'all, I did one of my first like real interviews. Like my first real interaction about battle rap and like activism and social justice was with y'all.
That's dope.
That was one of my first. That was
Okay.
one of my first like integrated. You know what I'm saying? Conversations in the first place. It was about, and so now I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Cause now I'm gonna talk my shit.
Mm-hmm.
Cause it's been a while.
All right.
Shit.
I battled Mike P in Staten Island. Is that Staten Island? Where are you from? Long Island?
I think it's Long Island.
I don't know, bro.
Right.
It's Mike P.
I battled him. Yeah, it's Long Island. I battled him. I battled him in Long Island. I was Mike P first. If you could say it's a shot, it's a shot.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't have no battle but when old boy punched him. That's all they knew Mike P from.
Nah,
look,
man,
I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Mike P's fire.
Now,
Mike P can rap, man. Mike P can rap.
Oh, Mike P. Look, Mike P. Nice. That's my cat.
Yeah, Mike P.
But
nice.
only thing I'm saying is like Mike P. beat me. I beat myself, but no excuses. He beat me.
Mm-hmm.
Leave
Right.
that battle.
Okay.
I battled Mr. Mills. Survived Mr. Mills. Like as everybody knew, Mr. Mills been a killer.
Yes, he is.
He been a killer.
Yes.
People looking at me like, oh, you're going to die to him. Like there's no way you can't do nothing with him. My performance and me surviving Mr. Mills got me O-Red. I'm supposed to die to O-Red. Like I couldn't beat a mediocre O-Red, they said.
That battle was fire.
And I give you one of the best reds you've seen.
Facts.
I ain't saying
Right.
the best, but I give you one of the best reds. 3 solid, crazy rounds and a good third round. Now I still think I won 2-1, and one of the cats who bet the money sent me my money back, so he felt the same way. But I bought you one of the best reds. Then what happened? Boom. Automatic race. On spit that heat.
That nigga's fire
Killed
too.
him. And I killed him. In Atlanta, bro. And Automatic Raiders, fire, bro. That's
Yes.
my cat. Killed them in Atlanta. What happened next? Daylight. And we all know how that came out.
Yeah.
Then I battled
Right.
Newborn in New York. I'm supposed to Newborn. It ain't too many cats that could punch and write like Newborn. No matter how they feel about him personally, Newborn was fire and always will be and always was fire. Like he do some corny shit sometimes, whatever. But talent wise, you can't take it away from him. I go up there and kick Newborn ass. Bro, these people just haven't been giving me my just due before this year. Before I stepped in and I stepped back and yeah, my energy went up and all of that, but everybody every battle rapper I was ever supposed to lose to, I never lost to.
But you know why that is, bro? Like you never committed to battle rap from a fan's perspective. It was like just on the sideline. It was like, okay, nigga dope, but you know these niggas live shit and eat and breathe battle rap in our limited view of shit.
But think about it, bro. That's not a fair assessment. I have over 30 battles. I have over 30 battles. I have over almost 3 million views. without the Smack platform, and that's no diss to them, but you know, if I'm on that platform, those
Right.
views go up.
Exactly.
Outside of that, I did something that other rappers ain't been able to do. Get a meal off Smack. What battle rapper besides a Hitman Holler or a Verb that's on Smack, that's been on Smack, they got 1 million views before they ever hit Smack stage?
That's very fucking true. Wow. And I ain't never think about that.
I've been committed to it.
Diz?
What happens is, bro.
I don't. There's one of them. There's one of them.
Oh yeah. But I mean a consistent Smack battler.
Right.
Like he's been on Smack stage. But yeah, Diz is absolutely.
He got smoked.
But you got to think of it this way though. I with the resume, with the views, with all of this, I didn't take a break. I went and ran for office. Mike Brown got killed. I was getting pepper sprayed and tear gas. I was getting beat up by the police. I was banging in the streets, like banging for the cause, damn near dying, shutting highways down, getting locked up for the cause, and still battle rapping. I was still writing bars, remembering my bars for the most part, and still going to perform. Michael Brown was killed August 9, 2014. My next battle after that was O-Red. After O-Red, I had Guns in St. Louis. I had Automatic Ray. I had Daylight. I run for office in 16. While I'm running for office, I battled Mac Myron, where I had a nervous breakdown on stage, and then I battled Newborn, who I actually smoked while I'm running for office. Bet I win. Get my seat. First battle, the first year I end my session, after my first session, the next day, after I just made my last vote for session, we on a 6-month break, I left from the capital of Missouri, hopped on a plane, and flew to Boston to battle Excel. And had a classic. And then I battled Tone Bone. Then I battled Big T. Then I came back and battled Active. And then that's when I resigned. I've always been in battle rap.
I mean, well, you know how it is, man. There's the truth, and then there's the way we see shit sometimes.
But that's where the bloggers, and that's where the people with influence come in. That's where I need them to set the record straight. Let's talk facts. We're not gonna go. Let's not go with the narrative of what the fan. I had a fan hit me up and say, "Oops, when you?" He hit me up 2 weeks ago and said, "Oops, when you gonna stop choking?" I said, "What?"
Wow.
I said, "Bro, what you been watching?" Man, I mean, you got up there and you choking versus Big. You choke versus Big T in the second round. I said, "I choked versus Big T." Yes. I said, I freestyled a haymaker and had a good first and third round. I said, but I get it. I'm cool. I said, but bro, that was 2018. We in damn near 2020. I done had 8 battles since then, damn near flawless performances. What you mean when I'm going to stop choking?
That's
How many
facts.
more times I got to do this before you say, oh, he back, he ready, he committed? You done lost your damn mind.
So let me ask you this though. Like, speaking of the choke, like when you on stage and you choke, what is going through your head at that moment?
Everything. This is what I tell people all the time. And fans and bloggers, and I keep saying bloggers and analysts, whatever we want to call them, they have to, if you're not going to understand the mindset of a battle rapper, then don't comment on battle rap. If you're not going to get to know the sport and what goes into it, what goes into preparation, that's what makes sports commentators such good sports commentators. They understand the game as a whole. They understand the players as a whole. 90% of the time, a lot of us battle rappers, it ain't about preparation. We go in there knowing our shit. We go in there knowing our shit. You know how many artists then got up on stage and damn near forgot the words to their song that they've been performing for the last 10 years?
Or actually have forgotten it.
Or actually
Right.
have forgotten, and they do, and you know they know they shit. You know they know it. We get on stage, and the thing with me is my mind has always been cluttered. Because I always had so much going on. The gift and the curse of doing everything was I could do everything and hop on stage, but then that one shit, that 1 out of 4, that 1 out of 5 times when I get on stage and anxiety kick in, depression kick in. I'm thinking about the little homie I just lost 2 weeks ago. I'm thinking about, damn, as soon as I leave her, I got to go protest. I'm thinking about, damn, let me get through this so I can call my kid. Like all these different things you're thinking about. And the first things the fans will say is, well, if you ain't prepared, if you ain't ready, don't battle rap. You going to take the one thing I got in life away from me. Everything else, I'm fighting tooth and nail. Everything else is stressful to the T. And you going to take the one thing from me that brings me, even if I get up here and fucking choke, you're going to bring the one thing that brings me solitude away from me. No, you don't get to do that. You don't get to do that. Understand that life happens. When you show me somebody that go to work every day, they got a 9 to 5 and they go to work every day, and they on their A game every single day. They make quotas, they make goals, they great customer service, they ain't got no attitudes, they ain't got shit going on, so ain't nobody else got to feel the brunt of it. You tell me somebody that does that every day, and I shut the hell up and retire from battle rap.
You damn sure ain't me.
And you talking about battle rappers that do this for a living, because now you got battle rap. You got people like Trez that battle every weekend and giving cats classics every weekend, giving bars, not taking no. It don't matter if he battling Hot Dog Jones or he battling Shotgun Suge. He giving you bars every single. Danny Myers gave us classic after classic
Oh my God.
after classic
Man.
after classic after classic. Then he choked, and we wanted to throw this motherfucker away.
That's
We
a fact.
wanted to throw him to the wolves.
He the most consistent battle rapper ever.
We told you you battle too much. Why you? But when he was battling, oh, here go Danny with another classic. Danny, champion of the year. Danny Myers, the most consistent bar god. Blah blah blah. Then as soon as he choked first Stewie Newton, oh, we told, yeah, that's too much. See, oversaturation, blah, blah, blah. Man, shut the fuck up.
You know what it is, though? It's also who your opponent is, too. Like, choking, like...
I think the coach is just fucking shifty as hell.
Oh,
You know
that's
what I'm saying?
true,
Like,
too.
a lot
Yeah.
of... I think it's
a
just
fact.
shifty, bro. Like, yeah, that's just what it is.
But it shouldn't be contingent on your opponent, though. Because let's say when me and Daylight battle, if Daylight choke against me, and I still have this fire around and blah, 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 our battle ain't shit.
It's not.
And reverse the roles. If I choke versus Daylight, or if I don't do very good versus Daylight, this is what was supposed to happen.
Yep. You would be penalized less.
And I'll be penalized less. No, we not going to do it. Listen, every battle, once you step on, I tell people this all the time. The problem is when we step on these stages, everybody has this, okay, he's top tier, he's mid tier. This is what's supposed to happen. Man, it's just like college basketball. Anybody can lose.
That's true, but
Anybody can lose.
But you work hard to put yourself in a top tier position. However, with that top tier position comes certain expectations of you. Like you should not like Duke should not lose to Eastern Michigan. Period. Under no circumstances. It happens.
But it happens.
It happened.
And that's why they call it a huge upset though.
But Wichita State was never set up to be number one in the history of basketball, but it happened. Because those underdogs and those cats who've been held historically down as far as rankings, they talent go up.
Yeah.
Nobody think about this. Think about the first time I choked in a battle, and think about that round where everybody was like, "Oops, choking," and oh, blah 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 blah. and think about right now where I'm at. Nobody would expect me to be right here where I'm at. Nobody would expect that in battle rap. For me to come back after all this and have a great 2019, they counted Saga out.
Saga helped though, bruh. Like, let's be honest. Like Saga has Saga helped. You know, like,
he helped what?
He kind of helped put himself in a bad situation.
No. I'm not knocking that. No. I'm not. No.
Saga's fucking fire, bro.
What I'm saying is, even when he was at what we can consider the bottom, where he fell all the way off, or whatever everybody want to call it, he still got counted out. That was it for him, for a lot of people. Saga done.
Yeah.
And man, crawled. Not only did he crawl out of the bag, he threw that bag away, got another bag, and started putting other niggas in the bag. And so this idea that once you get to a certain tier, like once we're not expecting you to lose. It's not. Nobody should go into. I feel like nobody should go into it with expectations, because Verb said all the time, anybody can get in this ring and lose. And when you have that, when you get in that ring and you finally take your L, or you take this stumble or whatever, it's a problem, because now Danny Myers, I think that fucked with him mentally, because he came back and choked versus pass. He came back and choked versus pass on KLTD, which should have been a fire battle, because Pass was up there going stupid. And Danny got the material. So I think what happens is, for when the culture starts to shift, and that's what happened with Magic. Once Magic started bumbling and stumbling a little, it went from, oh, he ain't ready, blah, 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 blah. So now he fucked up mentally. He get up here, and I ain't making no excuses, but I'm just telling y'all the real of how this shit go. It's just like your kids. Shit, you beat your kids down enough, not even physically, mentally, verbally, they gonna feel defeated.
Yep.
That's humans.
Yeah.
I don't care how tough you are. So when you got millions of people, thousands, tens of thousands of people saying, man, he ain't shit, man, don't book him no more, blah, 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 blah. Can't nobody ignore all them comments. You can't ignore Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, smoke signals, radio interview. You can't do it. That plays on your mental.
You can't have it both ways, though. Like, it's a,
what you mean?
It's a sport. And in being a sport, you go into it knowing that there are going to be, favorites and underdogs, upsets, and there are going to be some people within that sport that the culture has somehow agreed to shit on. That's with any sport, though.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm not knocking it. Only thing I'm saying is, I'm not saying don't say nothing about. I'm not saying let people ride with not performing on the stage that they paid for, where you got consumers buying a, buying into the culture. That's not what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. But what I'm saying is, a lot of times it's just overt. It's like it's to the point where, like Magic choked versus Math Hoffa. It's time for Magic to give it up. Magic should give it up. Magic need to either go back in the gym or get it together, but not understanding that 4 battles before Math Hoffa, Magic had crazy performances. Magic versus Saint, crazy performance. Magic killed Carter Deans. Magic battled somebody else. If we gonna keep it real. Yeah. But it's Math.
Yeah.
So he choked versus Math, and now it's he need to hang it up. Oh man, I'm just not buying into it, and I get it, but that's one of the other problems, bro. We say that's how sports is, just like we say about politics. That's how politics. No, it's that way because we allowed it to be.
That is true.
It's that way because we allowed it to be that way. I hate when people say that's just how politics is. No, nigga, I'm not accepting that. It's politics was that way because Bruce Franks wasn't here. Because if I was here, I'd be banging on him. If if it was 50, 1940, 30, 20, whatever, I'd be banging on. I'd probably be dead, but I'd still be banging on.
No, probably.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's the thing. If they ain't shooting at you, if they ain't trying to kill you, if they ain't trying to drag your name in the mud, if they ain't trying to create scandals, you ain't doing nothing. You're not doing your job. If you're a black politician, if you're an elected official of color, and they not coming for you, I'm gonna question your work. And that's from somebody who's been in the system. This ain't no myth I'm telling nobody. I'm not going with the normal stuff that people say about politics and so on and so forth. Nah, I'm telling you the truth as somebody who served in this position, who vowed to tell the truth about all this shit. And I've been telling it while I was in there, and that's why they came for me. This system ain't built for us. No, I know that. This system is not built for us, and it ain't set up for us to win. That don't mean we got to accept that.
Facts.
And I'm not willing to accept it, and I'm still ain't willing. Even though I stepped down, I'm going to ignite more people to run, and I'm going to mold them into a successful version of me as far as mindset-wise and being able to mentally prepare for life and take on what's going on. I didn't have nobody to do that for me. So when my mental health started to deteriorate, I had nothing. I had no help. I had nobody. Now I'm going to make sure that these young black firecrackers get in there and understand, no, it ain't about being safe. It ain't about just making the right vote and sitting my ass down and getting reelected. It's about keeping your foot on these folks' neck until they start shooting at you. If you ain't getting death threats, you ain't doing nothing. If your name ain't in the newspaper for some type of scandal that these motherfuckers have made up, you ain't doing nothing. And that's a fact. So look at your local politicians, and if they just cruising by and they a person of color, question what they doing. Because it ain't enough.
Let me ask you this, bro, man. What's your biggest fear?
My biggest fear in the world, my biggest fear is outliving everybody who close to me. My kids, my brother, my sister. And it's sad to say, even my mama, which I know she older and I know how it's supposed to go.
Right.
But I've taken so many losses in life of those who are close to me. I lost my brother, blood brother. Lost my brother in 1991. He was 9 years old, died gun violence. From that point to now, I've been to over 200 funerals. No fabrications, no exaggerations, 200 funerals.
Why are you doing that to yourself, though, bro?
For a while, it was normal. That was the normal. It was normal to go to funerals. It was normal that this many people was dying because that's what I saw every day. And it wasn't until 2018 that I realized that everything that I've been going through for the past 30-some years was not normal. It didn't even affect me until 2018, 2019. And unfortunately, when it started to affect me in 2019, in 18, that's when my mental started really deteriorating. And then I lost, in 2018, I lost my best friend. He was the best man in my wedding. It was my brother. Like, I mean, he was, Morris Chestnut. He was my Tay Diggs. Like that's who he was to me. And I lost him to gun violence. 2 months later, I lost my godson. I'm talking about who I coached in football when he was 7 and got him up to this point and mentored him and lost him at 16 to gun violence in 2018 while I'm in office. While everything else is still, while my mental health is deteriorating and while I'm going through all these different things. And so it got to the point where I realized that what I'm going through is not normal. But now, after all of those losses, after losing 24 kids between 2015 and 2017 that I mentored, 24 young people between the ages of 16 to 24, where I put my heart, soul, and blood, sweat, and tears into these young people. and they gave me that too, and I lost them. Now, I don't know how I'll react to a close loss. I don't know if I could take a close loss. Now that I've realized that it ain't normal. Now that I realize that we shouldn't be going through this. Now that my mental health has gotten into this healthy space, I don't know if emotionally I can take losing somebody as close as a kid or a brother or a sister, especially my brother and sister. Because we got to relate. I don't care about nobody else's relationship, and much respect to everybody else, but ain't nobody in the world got a relationship like me and my brother and my sister. And that's how you're supposed to feel.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just don't know. And people always say, well, your biggest friend, well, I'm not scared of death. I'm not scared of death at all. I've seen it. I've been there. I've been on the brink of that. I've been in front of that. I've seen that. So that's not. And one of the scariest things now that I think about it is there was a time where I thought it was better off for me not being here, and I almost committed suicide. So imagine combining somebody that's willing to commit suicide with somebody that's not scared of death. That's a scary combination.
That's a fact.
And so now it's my biggest fear is outliving the ones I love most.
Yeah, I would agree, man. And you know, like we have talked about it, you know, like this Christmas was like the first time that my mother has always been, like I tell people all the time, she's been my shero. You know, and this was the first time I seen her around kryptonite. You know, for lack of a better analogy. And man, like I sat up, man, and I just cried on my wife's shoulders, man. Like that and other shit, it just was just like. This is the first time I actually saw that I'm at some point I'm gonna lose my mother.
And that's a oh man, that's a feeling that you don't even. When I be on Twitter, bro, and I be like, man, life is short, y'all. Life is short. Life is short. You know, do what make you feel happy. Call somebody, tell you love them, blah, blah, blah. Like, that, because my mindset is that every day. My mindset every day is, you know what, I could not be here in the next 2 seconds. Anything could happen. Anything in the world could happen. And I could not be here.
Right.
Life is too short, and one thing that we don't, I think about this all the time, like, damn, look at all the stuff that I'm doing. I'm doing all this stuff. I look at, bro, it's times where, and I think it's so important for us, especially as black men, but as black people in the general, but especially as black men, for us to have this sense of vulnerability so we can show people that, yeah, we actually do got to because we've been taught to be so fucking tough. We've been taught to be tough and keep it in and don't do this and don't cry and don't. Nah. Man, I look at my kids and I cry. I look at my kids even when they just doing little goofy shit and how they interact with each other. Or I just sit back and I cry because I'm like, one day I'm not going to, I don't know what happened. I'm not one of those deeply spiritual or deeply religious people. So, you know, I got my questions on what that looks like, right? Mm-hmm. But what I do know is that one day I'm not going to be here to see this. I'm not going to be here to see this transpire. I'm not going to be here to see what comes of this. Also, I can imagine, I know how much my kids love me. I think the main reason it hits me is because it's this idea that thinking about how they going to feel when I'm not here. Which makes me sadder than me feeling it, you know, when I ain't here for them. This idea of, damn, daddy gone. That type of stuff I think about all the time. And I think that's what also pushes me to do so much and try to get so much done, because that's, you know, and not to jump around subjects, bro, but that's the important part of building a legacy and what we do, no matter what we do. No matter what we do, if this podcast, if these things are if this the legacy we're gonna bring on, how are we gonna do it to the most effective manner that we can? Because what people try to fight in all these different realms, and then they try to hop in these fights, which they don't really know what they doing. They don't really know this might not be your lane. It ain't your job to fight like I fight. It ain't your job to build this legacy that I'm building. But we have to get to this moment where we building legacies, whether it's in the fight, whether it's in battle rap, whether it's podcast, no matter what it is, to keep everything going that we building. Because building a legacy, creating a legacy, is fighting a battle in a war where you'll never get to see the outcome. And that's one of the hardest things to do, is to fight a battle where you feel like you can win this battle, but you will never see the outcome of the war. And that's what I feel like I'm doing. When it comes to politics, when it comes to racism, when it comes to police brutality, when it comes to misogyny, when it comes to homophobia, when it comes to everything that I fight against, I know I'm not going to see any of that end. I know that. But I just fight hard enough, hoping that my kids, the young people I mentor, the young people I come across every day, the people that reach out to me and tell me that I inspired them, the people that reach out to me and tell me they want to do this just like me when they get older, or how can I help them do this, I do that with the hopes that all of them will be able to carry on this legacy and curb the change and curb the shit that's going on to the point where they understand how important the legacy is and understand that they not going to get to see the outcome of that war, but they kids might see it.
Yeah, you ain't hit 40 yet, bro. You think you're thinking about it now? Wait till you get 40.
And what's the unfortunate, what's unfortunate, bro? I tell people all the time, when you take a black man, a black outspoken activist, and you mix in politics, our life expectancy ain't. Our life expectancy ain't 60.
Right.
That's a fact. That's it's people I got pepper sprayed and tear gas next to that are younger than me that aren't here. They ain't here no more. No matter what the cause or whatever it was, they're not here anymore. Martin Luther King and Malcolm X did not make it to 40. Fred Hampton didn't make it to 22. And so, like, I don't even get to think about 40, bro. I don't even get to think about 40. People be like, well, where you see us? The question I hate worse is, I like the question you asked first, because you said, when it's all said and done, how you feel? When it's all said and done, 60 years, 50 years, how many of years when it's all said and done?
Mm-hmm.
But I hate when people ask me, 5 years, where do you see yourself? 5 years, where do you want to be? Alive, motherfucker. Alive.
I think we all been there.
Alive. I want to do all this great shit that y'all think I want to do, that y'all know I want to do, that I'm fighting for. But that's only gonna happen if I'm alive to do it. So day by day, when people say day by day, I've mastered taking it day by day. When I woke up this morning, I ain't think about none of the messages y'all sent me 2-3 days ago. I knew when I woke up this morning, I had to do this at 7:15 Eastern time. I knew I was gonna go to Panda Express. I knew I was gonna wake up in the morning, write some of this song. I knew that because you know what? When I woke up that morning, that's what I wanted to do. So now my life is about what I want to do every day. Continuing to fight, continuing to do all these things, but bro, I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do because life is too short. Life is too short. The system ain't set up for us to win. The makeup of my activism and who I am, I ain't set up to be here for 100 years. So I'm going to do everything the way I want to do it day by day. If I want to fucking go outside in basketball shorts and eat ice cream and do cartwheels down Southern Road, that's what I'm going to do. Life's too short not to.
Although if you do that, man, you got to live stream that. That would be pretty hilarious. Especially now.
I ain't doing no cartwheel.
I try to do a cartwheel, man. I'm pulling something. I know that.
I'm pulling everything.
What'd you say, Ro?
What can we do for you to what can we do for you to steal Young Ill's cell phone so he can take it easy on Tay Rock, yo? Like, Ill got chill on IG on Tay Rock, bro. Like, he's been destroying his nigga.
Tay
like,
Rock, stop it, bro. Stop it, man. Tay Rock is trash, bro. Stop.
Listen,
You true.
Young Ill
Look,
has been destroyed.
Listen.
4 weeks.
First off, let me clear. I respect everybody's opinion. I respect everybody's opinion. Rock, my little brother.
Tay Rock is not trash.
Tay Rock is not trash.
Trash.
Now, in my opinion, I respect whatever you say, but in my opinion, Tay Rock not trash. Ill, don't nobody need to take Ill phone. He need to keep the pressure. Light they ass up. Keep lighting them up.
Hey, and Tay Rock is making it pretty easy lately, bruh. Your man's been doing some wild suspect shit.
Listen.
Yeah, man.
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of Cave Gang Rock. I like big hat, big fitted hat Tay Rock. Yo, big hat Tay Rock is undefeated, my nigga. Every time Tay Rock got a big ass hat on, he wild on niggas.
Hey,
Tay Rock don't wear hat.
I'm a fan of Cave Gang Rock because no matter what they say about him, no matter what they say about Cave Gang, Rock really put on for them.
Fact.
Like he gon' like when I say he gon' if to get them on a card or to get them in a certain position, to get them, a check, money in their pocket.
Right.
Man, he gonna do it.
Right, yeah. Rock one of them niggas, man. Like, yeah, like I'm from Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? Like I live in Baltimore now. You know what I mean? So like, I'm definitely a Rock fan. Like I root for Rock.
Yeah, we know.
I just want Ill to chill a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like chill.
No chill, dog. Look, especially after what Rock say? Our young Ill will. You won't remember a thing? Our young hell no. No, everybody has something to say about bro when they talking about pray for St. Louis, Ill on crack, blah blah blah. So now he done bought the choppers and the Dracos out. Now everybody like stop the violence.
Actually, no, not everybody. I'm all here for it. You keep it up, bro.
Look,
Tay Rock deserves all the slander possible.
Look, Ill, if you listening, kill these niggas.
Exactly.
Yes. Reinforcement.
Yes.
I want to see Ill do good, man. Like Ill, I want to see Ill back. Ill deserves it.
I want to see Ill battle John. And to be fair, John just in a fucking different bag right now.
That dude he does not get the respect he deserves.
Oh no, not at all. I don't think he's ever got the respect, but I think this year he really got shitted on because John, I did what two or three events like end of the year. Like me and John was in London together. John had to battle Shoddy Horror in London on his return battle back after 5 fucking years, 6 years. How many of years he was gone? What?
Yeah.
And had bars and was going crazy. And Shoddy was going crazy too, don't get me wrong. Shoddy one of my favorite cats, but John was going crazy. He didn't turn around 2 weeks later, me and him both got a battle. He battled Young Ill in St. Louis. And spazzes. And I think with Ill, we seen trinkets of where Ill can really punch it. Like think about the 2-on-2. And get mad at the Final Fours, tournament time. That right there. If he could do that for 3 rounds, oh man, you're gonna have a problem. Because he got the performance, he got the aggression, he got all that. He just got to transform them bars into more punches. Oh, it's a wrap.
I just hope he just beats the shit out of it. I just don't ever want Tay Rock to win, ever.
You tripping?
I'm sorry. This ain't nothing
I
new
was
though,
just-
bro. It's not a new hate of Tay Rock. I've never been a Tay Rock fan, man, and I'm a little extreme with it.
I hate Rex. I'm glad he smoked Rex boots. Rex trash.
Rex is.
Yo, Tim, man.
That's who trash.
Yo,
That's who real
Tim.
trash. I want to put
Yo,
Rex in a
Tim.
box. If I battle Rex, there would be no oops real talk. Now I'm gonna punch his lights out for 3 rounds. They gonna be like, damn, what's wrong with Oops? He tripping. Yeah,
I want to see that
the whole time. Y'all been getting Martin Luther King the whole time. This nigga that came in here on Huey Newton. Well, man, I'm talking about. I'm gonna beat shit down his leg.
Oh, I need to see this one, man. If I had some money, I would set that shit up. I'm not even gonna lie.
Man,
not a fan. I'm not a fan of that dude either.
The problem is they book these legends and these vets and these man, they book them against cats who ain't gone. Like, I was mad at Magic, my brother. I was so mad at Magic when he didn't kill Math. I was so mad at Arsenal when he didn't kill Cassidy. Like, I didn't expect Goods to kill Cassidy. No, nobody thought Goods would kill Cassidy, period. Like, that wasn't even a thought. And Goods my guy, but it ain't like Goods gonna get up there and bar nobody life away. So we knew that wasn't gonna happen. But when Arsenal didn't kill Cassidy, like, even when Rock beat Rex, but he didn't kill Rex.
Right.
Like, these cats, while they on their lifeline, you gotta come unplug the machine, dog.
Yeah.
It ain't your job to resuscitate them.
Yeah. They be helping niggas out.
Yeah, you gotta unplug the machine. You gotta turn the bed over. Then you gotta douse lighter fluid everywhere, set that motherfucker on fire, and walk out the hospital.
I agree with you wholeheartedly. And I got one more question before we wrap it up. And I ain't sure if Rome do. But you get a lot of shit. You get a lot of criticism. But on stage, what would you say was one of the criticisms that you took home with you and made changes? And not performance wise, but when they get personal about you.
What you mean by personal?
Like it's a few cats that they try to use your activism against you. Is that a fair criticism?
Oh no. So that's, I don't consider that a criticism. That's them not being able to name flip my name no more. And them taking an easy route out and some shit that I didn't address a million times because it's never effectively worked. Daylight was the only one to effectively say anything about activism.
Facts.
And after that, it didn't matter.
You know why it worked for him though? Because he was vulnerable himself, and we didn't expect that shit.
Yeah, and he took a total different route.
He did.
Like, he took it to a whole nother level. Like, he went in depth. He ain't just say, "Oh, you out here marching, and we dying, the hell with it," and then go to some random punches. No, he had a whole structure about it. What Million Man March? All I seen was a Million Man March. Like, he was gone. Man. And so cats can't do that. So I don't really take that as criticism. I really take that as people being lazy and not really, a lot of times, taking me serious or enough to, like, be more creative about attacking me in a different way. If I was them, I would kill me. I know a million different ways to smoke me, but they don't go into it. But one criticism I did take, and I'll flip your question a little bit. One thing that people did criticize me about my performance, though, that I took in the hand, was people love my third rounds. But some people that wasn't necessarily on board with my third rounds was telling me, like, look, I think it's dope what you do. And we do know you saying different things, but it sounds like the same thing because you're always the way you do it. You just talk. You talk, and it's like you're telling a story, but it don't necessarily fit into battle rap realms. And I say, you know what, bet, I know what the compromise is. Yes, I'm still going to talk. I'm still going to keep it real. I'm still going to tell my story. But now I'm going to punch and scheme with it. Like, I ain't going to just talk. So, like, Craig Lamar was my first time trying that. Craig Lamar, I did the whole the whole black sitcom scheme and related it to mental health and my depression and people went crazy. I said, "Oh, bet that's what we gonna do then." So now all my third rounds this year I did were schemes and were punches, and they also had haymaker. It just wasn't the shock value of me telling a heartfelt story. It was like, oh, and he punching and he scheming with the real shit. Oh, you niggas in trouble.
Right.
Facts. And Rome, you got anything? I didn't realize, man. We got like 2 minutes. I still got to play. And you know what? Just one more thing, man. You got his spirit reminds me a lot of Speech. Like we got a chance to interview Speech too. And you guys just for what I'm not sure what if I can put my finger on it, but you guys just spirit wise, just remind me of each other.
I see that. I see that. I see that.
Yeah. So I ain't tripping in. Okay.
No, I see that.
Yeah, man.
Your top five. Your top five. Your Mount Rushmore. Battle rap.
My Mount Rushmore. Lux, Mook, Verb, Disaster, I'll take Hitman over Hollow.
I was gonna say Hitman. Hitman, one of them niggas, man. Like, yo, I thought like I'll never doubt Hitman again no more. Yo, Hitman took a break from battle rap, came back, smoked K-Rock and K-Shine. Like I was like, wow. He jumped off the house, smoked them niggas, man. Like that shit was crazy. I never doubt Hitman.
I can see Hitman. Like when he in his bag, like and hands down, performance wise, like that's already, you know, that's his go to. You know, that's it. But when he really come with bars too, that guy's really a problem.
He ain't remixed nothing in like 4 battles. Like he ain't remixed nothing, yo. Like he been barring niggas. That's it, man. Yeah, Hitman one of them niggas, man.
Although I would what's the old boy name? The Asian cat. I can't Dumbfounded. And
Dumbfounded fire.
That dude, like he had a battle, man. Like might be my favorite battle of all time that people don't really tune into all that much is him versus FLO.
Oh yeah, no, Dumbfounded is fire.
Oh my god, that dude FLO in that battle, bruh. I had never seen anybody go at Dumbfounded with the same level of jokes, and he. Oh my god, man, he was. I don't know if y'all seen that one, but y'all gotta check that out. That dude FLO was nuts. I literally was crying laughing. Anyway, but man, it has been a privilege and an honor, bruh. We truly appreciate you coming back on the platform, and it's dope you actually remembered absolutely. You came on here before. I didn't want to embarrass myself and bring this shit up. You know,
bruh, listen. I don't smoke weed. I drink socially. That's it. Like I remember everything, bro.
That's dope. Oh, and if anybody wants to get in contact with you, they want, you know, they you have inspired them to be an activist. How they go about doing that?
Just hit me up. You can hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. All my stuff the same. Bruce Franks Jr. at Bruce Franks Jr. My Gmail the same. Bruce Franks Jr. at gmail.com. And if y'all had trouble, just Google it. It'll pop up. But yeah, just hit me up. I'm always, you know, battle rap I love, but the work is where my heart is. So.
No doubt. Hey man, I swear to God, I thought you had blocked me and shit. Like man, I'm telling Rome like, damn, on Facebook. I'm like, damn, I think the nigga blocked me, man. I'm like, I didn't do shit.
I got rid of my Facebook. I got rid of it. I actually just logged in today, and I'm logging back out. I had to log in for some business stuff. I'm deactivated as soon as I get off the phone with y'all.
All right, I'm like, damn, bro. I'm trying to send you a message and shit. I'm like, I can't really do that, man. I don't know what it is. Maybe my computer fucked up. Turn my shit off. Turn it back on. No, that ain't it. I'm like, this nigga blocked me. What'd I do?
look, cause I'm a chain event. If I block you on Facebook, you get blocked on everything. You ain't gonna be able to send me smoke signals, boy. Straight up.
Oh my goodness. And don't forget to I guess I'll go first with the shout outs, man. Don't forget to check out our shows, man. We got some new shows on the network. My Skin is My Sin. You already know. Self Love is My Rehab on Sundays at 6 p.m. with Complex Angel and DC. And then Forgive That Farm MD on Mondays at 7 p.m. And don't forget, man, if you need a tour in Africa anywhere, look up Camp Cleveland. We got the plug for you. You know, and we're looking to expand. So if you know somebody want to do a show, hit us up and we'll work it out. And I ain't charging you nothing. You just got to be consistent with your shit. All right, Rome, what you got?
Yeah, shout out to Ooops, man. Appreciate you. Shout out to 300 Gangsters. Shout out Keys Development. Follow me on IG at Striving for Perfection _43. Check us out tomorrow. We got the water cooler popping. And shout out Team Melvin, man. He ain't in the building. I ain't even gonna work out today, bro. But
Man, stop it with the workout shit, man. We don't want to hear that, man.
yeah, I'm not stopping.
It's lazy niggas forever.
I'm finna go to the gym. In 10
Oh,
minutes.
really, man? Not you too.
That's right.
Bro,
right.
I didn't gain about 30 pounds. Bro. I'm all muscle now, baby.
Oh my
That's what I'm
goodness,
talking
man.
about, man. That's
Where
what
my-
I'm talking about, man.
Where my lazy people at, man? Hit me up. I'll be on the couch.
All the gym niggas, man.
I definitely appreciate you, bro, man. Y'all have a good one. And
right,
we'll be back tomorrow at 9:00 on the water cooler.
Yep.
All right, peace,
Peace.
King. All right, and let me play this Camp Cleveland commercial right quick, just in case you want to hear something. You want to go somewhere, man, go check out my people's Camp Cleveland. You already know.
What's good, family? Big shout out to My Skin is My Sin. Y'all already know who it is. It's your boy Marcus, Camp Cleveland. Just getting ready to hit y'all with them facts, them travel facts. I'm going to get into it today. We're going to talk about Cape Verde. That's a country that I definitely love. I always have a good time there. It's in Africa. It's on the west side. It's 10 tropical islands, man. It's warm all year. It could be a whole year and no rain. It's always a breeze. It's no natural disasters. The only thing is one of the islands is a volcano, but the rest of them, they were volcanoes, but they died. You know, volcanoes got a lifespan, like everything else on the earth, including the earth, the sun, the animals, and the trees or whatnot. But most of the people, you know, that live there, they live on one of the other islands, one of the other 9 islands. So the main island is Santiago, and the capital of Cape Verde is in Praia. Yeah, so Cape Verde, man, it's a low crime rate, low gun violence, low murder rate, low cost of living. Man, you get your haircut in Cape Verde for $3. You know, and they can cut. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted. They can cut like the best of them. Food is inexpensive. Great seafood, fresh out the ocean, man. Fresh crabs and lobsters and fish. Some of the best seafood dishes you're going to ever have. You'll have them in Cape Verde. Fresh fruit growing all around, man. Fruit trees everywhere. You know what I'm saying? The people, very friendly. Very, very beautiful people, man. Cape Verde, you got dark skin, brown skin, light skin, mix, just a variety of beautiful black people, man. The language they speak is Portuguese, but it's Creole though, so it's like a little different, you know, some African twist to it, you know. So, but Cape Verde is home to one of the greatest revolutionaries ever, Amilcar Cabral. So he helped them achieve their independence in 1974. I believe he was assassinated though, man. he got betrayed, but his efforts were not in vain because he liberated not one but two countries, you know. So he's very, very celebrated. He got statues, he on the money, he got an airport named after him. And that's one of the beautiful things about Africa, man. The airport ain't named John F. Kennedy or George Washington or Abraham Lincoln or some shit like that, man. They got airports named after Shaka Zulu, Nelson Mandela, Amilcar Cabral, Jomo Kenyatta, and they on the money, man. That feel good when you looking at that money and the people on there that look like you, man. So Cape Verde is a real interesting place, a lot of interesting history. Many of the African Americans that were kidnapped and brought to Africa, you know, they came from Cape Verde, whether they were already there or they were transported there, because there's a lot of winds that come from Cape Verde down to, you know, the Caribbean and North America. And that's actually where the hurricanes come from. They start in Cape Verde, but they don't get the hurricanes. But that's where the winds come from. There's a lot of Cape Verdeans in America. I think it's more Cape Verdeans here than it is in Cape Verde, so it's a low population, maybe 500,000 people on the 10 islands, so it's always laid back. You know, they got a saying in Cape Verde, no stress, and they mean that shit, man. So that's a place that I could live, you know what I'm saying? Just laid back, chill. They got block parties every night, live music, man. They block parties is dope because it be little kids, teenagers, grown people, elderly people, man. They have musical performances, no fighting. It's just a real cool place. And I take people to Cape Verde, so if y'all interested, man, y'all got any questions about this beautiful place, you know what I'm saying, that's in Africa, it's very African. You know, you're going to feel right at home. Like I said, a lot of Americans came from Cape Verde or made their way through Cape Verde at some point in time. But once again, big shout out to My Skin Is My Sin. I'll get with y'all next week. Peace.